Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing.
Okay. Alright, feedback's coming in, so we are officially finally live after a lot of technical difficulties here at the Memorial Gym.
Julian.
Today we have the WRA Pioneers facing the Walsh Jesuit Warriors. It's a varsity boys volleyball matchup. We had a lot of technical difficulties with the camera and the setup, but now we're here and we're live, so it's good to be back.
Alright, so after several technical difficulties, we are finally here. We appreciate your patience. Really excited for this game. Currently, Walsh is up one set. We are in the second set. We are having a couple difficulties with the mic, so bear with us. But we are there.
There's a nail biter in the first set. Got tied 24-24, and then Walsh won 25-27. So super close first set, and now the second set, the Pioneers are looking a lot better, and I think it should be a good one. Pioneers currently up 15-9. Hopefully they can hold on to the lead. A little bit of an unfortunate ending to the previous game as we were up about 4 points at the end. Donald Hesheimer just spikes down a beautiful.
Yeah, it was a really disappointing end to that first set for the Pioneers. Seems like we've came out strong in this second set though, so hopefully we can keep the momentum.
Starters look to be in full strength. The only injury is Adrian Alfirovich right now. Hesheimer with the serve. Donald been playing really good. A lot of energy. Nice point for the Pioneers. As I was saying, Donald been playing with a lot of energy. He probably has the highest vertical on the team, so we've seen a lot of kills from him tonight. Beautiful ace from Donald Hesheimer, demonstrating the power and accuracy there. Also on the floor we have libero Teddy Liu, Kian Kishka, Matthew Klissa, Jaden Krush, and Chris Pay. So very well-rounded lineup. As Walsh smacked the net with that one, and the point will go to the Pioneers, up 19-9. Biggest lead of the game for them. Lots of enthusiasm on their side, and fans showing up pretty well, especially on the Pioneer side.
Yeah, it seems like Walsh just called a timeout there. I have noticed from commentating on these games, when the other team calls a timeout, that's a big celebratory factor for the winning team there.
Yeah, that's one of the volleyball rituals you were talking to me about earlier, where when the opposing team is just kind of panicked and frantic, they have no other solution but to call a timeout. As right now you can't see on camera, we have Cadence, your teammate on the soccer team, walking over with 2 water bottles to supply the boys with hydration.
Yep. You know, that's just who Cadence is as a person. Loves to help people out. Very selfless, offering himself. Yeah.
Also, a big shout out and thank you to Mr. Gerber, who fought tooth and nail troubleshooting for the beginning of this game and finally got it to work.
Yeah, he is working endlessly, still is. Couldn't run this club without him.
Missed hit from Teddy Lou there results in a Mr. Bonomo catch. Possibly your former chemistry teacher?
No, he was not actually.
Mr. Beebe?
No, I had Miss Shriver.
Miss Shriver.
Yeah. The Bonomos were not here last year, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Chris Pay with the hit. No good. Walsh goes soft, and they capitalize with that one. Good move by Walsh, number 4. Walsh has a pretty packed bench tonight with 6 subs, but we haven't seen much in terms of substitutions from their side. Wisely left by the Pioneers. Now up 20-11. 5 points until they take home this second set, tying it up 1-1.
Yeah. Feeling pretty good about this set for the Pioneers. Momentum's been rolling their way, so it'd be very disappointing if they can't come away with this one.
That'd be right. Keon Kishko with the kill. Too low for the opposition, and another point.
Pio bench loving that. What really catches my attention on that Pioneer bench is sophomore Finfredo Sweeney. He's like the hype man of the team. Even in the lows, he's always trying to get the spirits up of his teammates, leading the chants. Really,
he is energetic and enthusiastic.
Yeah.
He has a lot of school spirit. And
oh yeah, for sure.
Pumping through his veins as he's been in multiple of the school's productions and plays and musicals, and just a familiar face around campus.
Yeah, definitely a really good community member here at the Western Reserve Academy.
Brother of alumnus Noah Fredo Sweeney, who is graduated before my time, and brother of alumnus Carter Fredo Sweeney, who graduated 2 years ago, I believe.
Yep. Yeah, this past September, Finn and his dad took me golfing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's nice.
That was really nice. Shout out Mr. Sweeney.
Good little move by Teddy to keep it alive. Chris Pay forced to give up the free ball. Walsh with the hit, immediately rejected by Keon, and it flies back to their own back wall.
Big block there from Keon.
Some kind of jazz fingers or jazz hands by Finn as he subs in for Teddy.
Yeah, last broadcast, me and fellow RSN director Brendan Christian started calling him Captain Keon.
Miscommunication and a missed hit results in a Walsh point. Now the score is 22-15. Pioneers up by 7. Hopefully they can wrap this up relatively soon, because we saw that Walsh can come back at any time. Error on the serve. 23-15 now. Both teams have been having some errors on the serves. Unfortunately, it seems to be a little more on the Pioneer side, but lately the last year have been clean. Chris Pay always finishing the serves well. And Keon really the executioner of the team that really knows how to kill it when he gets a good set. Looks to be set point now, 24-15, Pioneers up. Just need to get this last point as it's mishit, and that'll be it. Pioneers wrapped that by a 10-point lead, 25-15, and now on to the break in the third set with both teams having one under their belt.
Yeah, that's a big error there from Walsh, number 16, tying the game 1-1. So we will have at least 4 sets being played tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we would like to apologize for the earlier technical difficulties. That was the second set just being played, tied 1-1. So thank you for tuning in, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
And we are back as Donald takes a nice serving, gets an early 1-0 lead for the Pioneers. Good accuracy from him.
Another good serve there. Really well defended there by Walsh.
Important to note that Donald, Keon, and Chris, for the past, I believe, 2 seasons, maybe 3, have done club volleyball as their winter sport and fall sport.
Yeah.
During the seasons, so they've improved massively since 2021, 2022-ish, due to that club volleyball commitment. So this is technically the second team that they play for. Way too much on that one for Walsh, and Pioneers up 3-1. Good serve by Jaden Kirsch there. Walsh keep it in play, and nice hit by them.
Walsh will definitely be looking to come out strong in this third set and not give reserve any massive lead like they did in that last one.
Barely kept alive by the Pioneers. Donald Hedesheimer with a strong hit, and it bounces inbounds. Beautiful job by him. Turn a bad situation into a point. Matthew Klista now on the serve. Son of Mrs. Klista, who works in the math department and is the head coach of the girls volleyball team. Donald.
Number 4 trying to get away with a sneaky little play there.
To give up the free ball. Finn really high on that. Keon, beautiful work right there to spike it at the opposing player. What are your thoughts so far, Caden?
I believe that this has been a really exciting game. First set was thrilling. Fortunately, a disappointing result, but came back in the second set. It was a really good performance by the Pios. I think we have two pretty evenly matched teams here. What would you say?
I agree. I think both teams kind of had their runs with a lot of momentum, as a lot of the fans in the crowd are turning back, as I am right now, and looking out the window as there is an absolute torrential downpour and a rainstorm with mist flying through the open windows into the auditorium, as the tornado watch and flood warning, or not the flood warning, but the tornado watch seemed to be no joke, as there's low visibility and high gusts of wind combined with thunder and lightning.
Yeah, it's terrible out there, I will have to say.
A true Ohio rainstorm. It is coming down. Thankfully, we are indoors, and thankfully, I made it in here about 45 minutes ago before this began, really. But
yeah,
sometimes you see those tornado watches and you don't think they're the real deal, but this is definitely the real deal.
So the soccer team was supposed to have practice tonight, 6 o'clock on that new turf field. Thankfully, though, Coach Herb Holler canceled that practice, or else they would have been stuck all the way out there in this downpour.
Yeah, it really is a torrential downpour, so good thing that there wasn't any.
And there was some lightning I just saw.
Yep. Thunder and lightning, just like Bad Bunny's song. Thunder and lightning.
Shout out Bad Bunny.
Matthew Clista now on the serve. Pioneers up 7-2. Strong lead for them. Hedesheimer keeps it alive. Chris Pay gears up. Almost. Kept alive by Walsh. Way too hard, and that's too much power.
Pioneers starting to pull away again, making the score 8-2.
Nice effort by Donald, but the opposing hit was just too hard to control. I will not lie, the student section has dwindled a little bit on the Pioneer side, but there are still some loyal fans out there supporting and cheering on our team.
Little blunder there from Jaden as the thunder is roaring, ladies
really
and gentlemen.
Thunder, like almost like explosion level thunder. So
that one might have been loud enough for you guys at home to hear. We don't know. You could feel though the temperature in here drop, right?
Yeah.
It has cooled down a lot.
It got colder, yeah. Thankfully, this Memorial Gym known for being unreasonably warm at times. As Pioneers just made two unfortunate errors back to back, so hopefully they can grab some momentum back here. Chris Pay. Well controlled by Walsh. Good block by Fredo. Chris Pay on the second chance effort. Beautiful. Beautiful work by him.
Good play from the Pios there. Some really good defense on both sides. So tomorrow, tune in to RSN again. Huge lacrosse matchup against Hill Academy, one of the top teams in Canada. That will be an exciting one. couple baseball kids coming in. They're looking soaked.
Had his timer, tries to save it, but the angle is just not there. I like that effort from him, though. Walsh with some noise from their small but mighty student section in the stands. Kirsch, nice little hit with a lot of finesse on it. Hard to control, and not even saved. Nice job by Jaden Kirsch there. Yeah, it's still roaring outside. Just on the roof already. Next to the window here, I can see a good inch of water soaking up. Good serve by Keon Kishka there. Hard to control. And we are back with Donald on the serve. WRA up 15-10 in this third set.
Make that 16.
Well done by him. WRA slowly pulling away. I would still say the first set was by far the most competitive. Oh my goodness. Just split the defense there, and another ace. That's back-to-back for him. Again, another rejoicing roar as Walsh calls a timeout. Pioneers currently up 17-10, looking to wrap this set and go up 2-1. We'll take a short break and be back. And we are back as WRA makes it 18-11 with a nice 7-point cushion. I like what I'm seeing so far. Jaden Kirsch gears up.
Pioneers have really found their rhythm in this game.
And it's never been called yet, as I'm surprised, but I've seen some possible lifts on the Walsh side, a lot near the net. A lot of those sets are kind of muddy and could be called as a lift, but we haven't seen that yet, so I'm interested to see if that gets called anytime soon.
Yeah, there are a lot of nitpicky little rules in volleyball that I haven't quite picked up. No net violations and lifts, but that's about it.
Another thing to know is that with Adrian being injured for this game, our bench is quite thin. So really, Finn is the only sub that's been subbing on, and he's been going in brief shifts. So must applaud the starters for having the gas tank to go basically 4 or 5 sets without a break or a short break at that. Bad error on the Walsh side makes it 20-12.
Pioneers leading 20-12.
Looking good, honestly, in this third set. Seems to be in the driver's seat pretty handedly. Matthew Calista. That serve is hard for them to control. WRA has time here. Donald. I like the idea there. It's usually when someone's gearing up to hit, the set is right in front of the net, but that time it went backwards and didn't pay off. Chris gets it over, but too close to the net on that one. As you can see, Walsh still in this game, but at least in this set, Pioneers seem to have it under control. Jaden to Chris to Donald. Nice hit there. Walsh getting a nice hit that unfortunately ricochets off of Keon's hands and ends up on the floor. Walsh now only down by 5, so getting a little bit close. Matthew to Keon. That's a dynamic duo that cannot be stopped. Chris now on the serve. Chris, a server that's very accurate and precise with his placement. Nicely done by Jaden. Hedesheimer right in the middle in no man's land. Pioneers now up 22-15, maintaining a consistent 5 to 8 point cushion and 3 points away from a step closer to victory.
Pioneers doing really well to find the gaps in Walsh's defense and getting those kills.
Hedesheimer to Calista. Finfredo. Walsh keep it under control for now. Barely over the net. Saved by Keon. Saved by Finn. That's a dig if I've ever seen one. Hard hit. Blocked by Donald. Sent back by Keon. Right back. Keon gets it over. This is a crazy rally so far. And a missed hit results in Walsh getting that one.
Walsh coming away with that one. How exciting was that, though?
Yeah, that was good. That could be...
That really caught my attention. That had me speechless.
That could be like the play of the game or rally of the game. Hopefully it doesn't contribute in the momentum being built for Walsh. Donald. Strong block, but way out of bounds. You could see the power getting charged up in that one on Donald's side.
Walsh coach had a couple words there for one of his players.
Keon, hard serve. Barely controlled, and another unfortunate block resulting in a point for Walsh.
We do know from the first set not to count Walsh out at this stage in the set, as they did come back from a huge deficit to win the set. But I think the Pios have found the momentum.
Jaden Kirsch. That was a nice one. You can see he saw the middle of the floor, saw that no one was there, and just pinpointed that one with good power, too. 24-16. 1 point away here. Service by Lou. Oh, right back at the Pioneers as Walsh gets us right in no man's land. Nice dig by Teddy with a behind the back move unsuccessful by Matthew Quista. Definitely a creative risk.
I was just looking for that final kill.
And error on Walsh's side. That wraps that third set, 25-19. Pioneers are up 2-1. Hopefully they can wrap it and finish it in this fourth and hopefully final set, and looking in really good form coming out of that. So we're going to take another short break and hopefully be around for the victory lap. And we are back for this fourth and exciting first rally. Fourth set and exciting first rally is Walsh almost kept that alive, but Pioneers draw first blood. Nice work by Donald there. Good accuracy from Walsh, though. Only my second game of the boys volleyball season that I've been on commentary, so it's good to be back. The first one was a while back that I think I remember us winning by a good margin. So, and I heard that we got one of our biggest wins last night against St. Vincent St. Mary, who, according to Miss Callisto, we have never beat them, or we have not beat them in boys or girls volleyball for the past, can't remember what she said, but at least for the past few years. So that's a big win, and starting off the back-to-back strong as we're up 2-1. Nice job from Jaden Kirsch there, and blocked by Keon as someone gives a shout to the crowd, and nice work by him. Jaden, another serve. Barely bounces inbounds in the corner. That is how you place a serve. Nice job by him. Strong rally, still alive. His head inside, we're almost finishes it. Walsh basically gives a free ball to the Pioneers. Keon with the kill. There you go.
What a rally that was.
Everyone loving that one. 6-2 as the Pioneers still look good into this fourth set. Matthew Klista, nice serve. Walsh, little fake out attempt, but violation called on the Pioneers there. Substitution on the court for Walsh. Surprised to see that number 13 for Walsh. Oh, never mind. He's dealing with an injury, nursing a wrist injury. I was about to say, I'm surprised he hasn't been in the game because he was a vital part of their victory in the first set. Good block. Keon, you might as well call him Keon the Wall Kishke because he's just our best blocker. Very vertical, standing about probably 6'2". Good all-around player, obviously, as volleyball is his main sport.
Yeah, he has aspirations of playing in college. Last broadcast, I did leak where he was going, so I will not do that again. Yeah, he's been a really key player here.
Too much on that. Walsh making sure to stay in this fight as they almost save it.
Almost a really good effort there from Walsh.
But as they're only down by 4 or 5 and are constantly trying to fight to stay in this one because
Pioneers leading 10-5.
Obviously, if the Pioneers wrapped this, it would be a win for them.
I've been trying to figure out what is on the back of the Walsh jerseys. Do you know?
It would be their number and then.
No, they have some wording.
And then AMDG.
AMGG.
AMDG.
Do you know what that stands for?
I believe I don't know exactly what it stands for. It's a Latin term that is associated with Catholic, like Catholicism and Catholic high schools.
Huh.
Walsh has it as like not their slogan, but like their part of their branding. But
yeah.
Most notably, St. Ignatius High School, located in Ohio City, in Cleveland. Their slogan or branding is also AMDG, and they're known for it. So
really?
You'll hear often the blue and the gold, AMDG, which are their colors, or Ignatius Men Forever, AMDG. But it's some kind of Latin term that has to do with that Latin acronym, I guess I should say.
You know, my dad went to Walsh for a year.
Really? For 1 year?
1 year.
That's a cool, fun fact that I didn't know. I like that.
And then he went to boarding school.
Oh, so you're following in his footsteps.
Yeah. The boarding school he went to, he was actually the first person to graduate from.
Wow. So it must have just been freshly opened.
Freshly opened. And he graduated a year early.
Oh, wow. Usually hear that in college, but even more impressive at the high school level. Donald just loading up on that thunderous serve. That's Walsh gets the better of that point, but still a nice highlight for him. You could tell that he wanted that point because he was just kind of wincing in sadness that Walsh got that, because that would have been a nice full highlight. Little bit of a miscue by Keon, and now all of a sudden Walsh is only down 3. So
little blunder.
They're always dangerous, especially when they're facing elimination. Good work by Keon to keep that one in, although it's a free ball. And nice work from Walsh to dissect the holes on that one. Getting a little bit dicey now for the Pioneers. 11-9, only up by 2. Hopefully a little bit of composure and slower play can lead to some points on the board. Easy hit to control there. Chris Pay loads up. Strong hit right in the back of the court. Now that was beautiful. That was a beautiful kill if I've ever seen one. Wow. Chris is really just a master of precision. I mean, he will place the ball well. He may not always have the power that he did right there, but he will make sure to be precise. Walsh take advantage of the net there and cause a weird ricochet. And it just speaks to the grit of the Walsh Warriors because, as I said, number 13 seems to be out with an injury, some sort of like wrist injury, and he was definitely one of their better players, if not their best player, especially seeing it in the first and second sets. So the fact that they're staying afloat and competing quite well is definitely impressive. That would be like us losing Keon or Donald or Chris for a few sets. Or for, yeah, a few sets. Strong attempt by Keon, but strong block. But technically a stronger block from Walsh. And they love that one. They're only down one. Definitely morale is high on their side, and momentum is shifted as well. With that, they tie it, and Pioneers forced to take a timeout. First time the Pioneers have seemed to be in real trouble. Hopefully, the coaching staff can kind of give us a reset and fresh start after the break. Keon,
Dang!
no good on that attempt.
That's not that easy.
The set is really coming down to the wire now as the Pioneers are only up by 2, 18-16.
Yeah, definitely
Miscue
really
there.
exciting third set.
Makes it 18-17. I mean, this is not looking good for the Pioneers, but at least we are up. I mean, as long as the momentum stays neutral and neither team goes on a huge run, I think we can definitely pull it out. Keon forced to give a free ball there. Walsh gives it right back. Teddy To Matthew.
Over to
Donald.
Keon.
Beautiful spike by Donald Hedesheimer on that one. Just uncontrollable power from him. Hopefully, I'm predicting that once the Pioneers get within the 20-point mark, they're going to kind of lock in and
that does not help us.
Take over. Because I've never played volleyball, but if I had to guess, once you get within that 25-point mark and the other team is coming up on you, you just kind of lock into overdrive and push for that 25. Chris Pay, blocked. Walsh, strong hit, and the block is ineffective as they tie it up 19-19. This could be integral for the match right now because Pioneers are up 3-1. Or, sorry, 2-1. Matthew gets it right over quickly. Gets a piece of it. Jaden with the dig. Chris Pay forced to extend. He does. Back and forth now. Walsh barely get it over. Matthew to Chris. Barely saved by Walsh. Way too strong.
Oh, giving it to Walsh.
Goes to Walsh, I think. Pioneers got a piece of it. I didn't see who that was. Probably whoever the blocker was, Matthew or someone. But
I think that was Walsh's first lead of the set. I believe so.
Yeah, first lead of the set too. That's really bad. Could be huge for their momentum. Donald forces his tap it over. Clear lift on the Walsh side. Finally called there.
Pioneers tying it back up, 20-20.
Tying it back up. That call bailed them out, so let's hope that we can finish strong here, 20-20. As they say, this is where legends were made. Walsh, strong hit, beautifully saved by Teddy. Oh, and he was not there for the free ball. Just was not locked in as he took a hard hit and took a second to recalibrate. Walsh up by 1. It's getting very interesting.
It's a really good fourth set. Has not disappointed.
Calista to Keon. Beautiful finesse. It's not always about power, as he demonstrates right there. Matthew now on the service. Matthew, I believe, our tallest player, if not Keon. So always good for serves as the net almost messed up Walsh. Bad error on the Pioneer side there.
It's really back and forth. It's back and forth right now.
Very back and forth. Very back and forth.
Walsh taking the lead. Pile's tying it up. Walsh taking the lead again. See if that trend continues.
I think whichever team goes up 2 here is going to win this set. That's Keon.
Seems like it. The trend continues.
Keeps it interesting 2 times in a row now. Oh, yeah. Whether Walsh or the Pioneers, if either team goes up by 2 here, could be the final blow. Really good hit. Saved by Jaden. Saved by Keon. Donald barely gets it over. Now that is teamwork right there. Easy one. Matthew to Donald. He gears up. Inbounds. Beautiful hit by Donald. 23-22. That is when you need him most. Donald and Keon really showing up in crunch time. Chris. Nice hit by Walsh, and they respond right back. They respond right back.
Seems like the rain has settled down here in Hudson, Ohio.
Yeah, a little bit. Walsh, central serve. Jaden Kirsch, a little bit of finesse. It does not work, but Donald going to gear up. Blocks, but lands out of bounds. Pioneers, another nice point. Now they're up by 1 again. This could technically go on for as long as possible. This could technically go on for as long as possible, as the set is win by 2. Walsh blocked by the Pioneers. Barely kept alive.
How did
that
they
could have
do
been multiple
that?
hits. Oh, and it's out of bounds. Pioneers take the game.
Pioneers win.
The missed call rectified, and Pioneers take it in crunch time. Wow. 25-23, the final score of that set. And that is game. W for the Pioneers, back to back. Just like the Guardians having a good season. Wow, what a game. Well, that was nicely done by the Pioneers, winning it in 4 sets, 3-1. I'm Rojan Panactel, Director of Broadcasting. I'm with Caden Haslinger, Future Director. And we want to thank Mr. Gerber for really helping us out and getting the technical difficulties straightened out. Once again, we apologize for that. It was quite unprecedented and unusual. And thank you to Julian Farian for operating camera. Have a wonderful night, and catch us tomorrow for the evening game, boys varsity and prep lacrosse, 2 games against the Hill School. Testing.